Good catch. Thank you, boss. Checking. We're in. We're in. We're in. We're live. We're in and we're live. We're live and we're in. Okay, danger bells. Set this to ambience, which should now muffle the sound when we're in the interior. What do you think about making the train slow down as it approaches the station? We could. The thing is the stations are like faded in. So like we don't actually like move towards a station. But we could make it like slow down as we get towards the station. Maybe at like a future date we could always polish that up a little bit. Maybe we could put like a little indicator of like when we're getting into a zone. The train is static? Yes. The only thing moving right now is the tunnel. The pathway is all shader based. The trees are all shader based. The train is just static. So now it's muffled. What the hell? I'm telling you, Toronto drivers are fucking crazy. They be like parking in walls and shit. Should be muffled less. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how to modify that on a per sound effect basis. Hey, great point. I don't know how to do that on a per sound effect basis. Yep. Apply ambient volumes. I don't have any control over how much that muffles. Shader base, how does that work? I use world position offset. Hey, Fat Bushy, big progress I see. Also, okay, thanks for that, man. How'd you know? How does he know? Open a window or something? I do feel like it does need to be a little bit louder, especially considering it's like a gameplay mechanic. But the thing is I don't know. I think that's a bot. You think so? Hey, are you a bot? Answer the question. Truthfully. Have a beep inside the train car? Well, there is going to be a beep in the train car. So we haven't gotten to that part yet. So maybe this is fine. Maybe this is fine. If anything, this is fine, actually. Holy Kobe with the rocket launcher? Yeah, baby. He's rocket jumping. He be rocket jumping. You're a duck. That's exactly what a bot would say. It's true. It's true. They have a point. They kind of got you in a chokehold. Oh, you know what would make this uneasy? If the loop duration is slightly randomized as well. I know the beep, we did that. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Oh, great. I gotta fucking... Dude, I don't know how to run this random. I gotta save the thing as a variable. Okay, random, 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 time, random, time, random. On next. Was that hooked into anything? Apparently not. Apparently it was not. So minimum 0.9, max 1.1. That shit loud. I couldn't find a really good bell noise, so I had to use just a straight up metal hitting something noise. Doesn't a rocket launcher weigh a lot? Just search it up. Listen, man, it doesn't need to be realistic. If you want to put a mechanic in when you throw something at a guy and it knocks him over, just put it in. It doesn't matter if it's realistic or not. Is it fun? That is what a bell is? I know, but a bell is usually shaped in a specific way that then reverberates in a specific way, but this is literally just someone fucking whacking metal with it. Like, I know that's what a bell is. It's just a piece of metal, but it's shaped in a specific... Mods, get that guy. He's pissing me off. I'm getting mad. All right, we need to make a static mesh for the bumpy road. What is it going to look like? Hope you all are doing good. Doing good, Golden. How are you? All right, so what should the bumpy road look like? It should be pretty obvious that it's a bumpy road, right? So, so... I have an idea. Okay, this is the idea. So we do this. Then I do this. Okay. All right, then I do this. Okay, and then we do this. I realized yesterday you could do a subdivide, but then when you do a subdivide, wait, no, not like that. Oh, you motherfucker. But then you can change the fractal, which will make it noisy and not in the way that I wanted it to. Okay, that's good. We gotta make this fucker noisy. Well, let's just subdivide it. Yeah, sure. Whatever you're doing here. A long normal does literally nothing. Oh wait, no, never mind. It does do something. Blender isn't free, you end up donating of how good it is? I should donate to Blender. You're right. I should. You're onto something. PC still down, by the way? Damn, man. I feel like this is not enough to make the bumpy road look bumpy. Maybe we gotta scatter some rocks and shit up in here. Also, we are gonna have to do one of these, which is we do this, then we do an array 3 times, and then we merge first and last copies, and we set this distance to something smaller. Larger, I guess. Okay, maybe not. We just need it to tile. It's really, really important. Okay, checking over here, checking, looking. I think we should have some like rocks and pebbles in here. Yeah, smell. It would be cool if you could have like a rail switch incoming and you guys sprint to switch rails with a lever. That could be cool. We just have to find a way of getting that to how we would do that. We just have to find a way of how the player would go about doing that, because I don't really know how I go about doing that. That's the part I don't really know. All right, so this is the bumpy road. Now you're probably wondering, Krim, why do you have 3 of these? Well, guess what? All we got to do is apply it and only select the middle point. And now, guess what? It's tileable. Or should be. I specifically designed it so it should work, but you know. It gets more visually difficult as the rail is currently a straight line. Yeah, I don't know how we would do a rail switch. Like, we wouldn't really be able to. I've wanted to do like being able to I do want to uh-oh, by adding triangulate, did I fuck this up? It seems like it's okay. But it's just so much, man. How do you market a game when you're broke? I don't know. YouTube? Message people? Marketing isn't as difficult as you perceive it to be. It's not this magical thing. It's just share your game. Just think of it as you just sharing your game. Okay, let's get some rocks on this fucker. Let's get some rocks up in here. So, I know it's disliked widely, but TikTok is the easiest way to get views. When we released Suit for Hire in a 1.0, all it took was this one clip to go viral. People are still following this fucking account, and it's still getting views. This one clip right here, which, by the way, I keep reposting on Twitter, and it keeps getting, like, thousands of likes and retweets. Marketing is useless. Just make a good game, then people will buy it. Well, if no one knows your games exist, then no one's going to fucking buy it. So you got to do a little bit. You got to get the spark going at least. You got to get the snowball going. This one clip I keep reposting, but look at all my other posts. None of them did well. I think I only had like maybe 50 followers or something. And then this post right here is what got to this range. And I haven't been like sharing this TikTok anywhere. I haven't been sharing this account all that often or anything like that because I don't post on it that often. So it just goes to show you just need a really good clip and then you're good. That's it. That's really it. Yeah. That's it, baby. That's it. Just get that shit out there. It's really not that complicated. It really ain't that complicated. Don't overcomplicate marketing. I think biggest thing I could say. Don't overcomplicate it. Did I get a good amount of wishlist off that clip? I'm not sure the actual stats of that clip, but I know it definitely helped. I know it definitely helped, I'm sure. I think the thing is with marketing, you're not necessarily trying to market. I know this is going to sound crazy. I don't think you're necessarily trying to market to your target audience. I think what you're actually really trying to do is get YouTubers and other people, other content creators to see your stuff. And then that way, they start, making videos off of it as well. And that can be really, really helpful. That's a cool comment. What Max Payne 3 should have been. I don't know if I'd agree with it because it creates like a precedent or what am I trying to say? It makes players think that the game is going to be like a AAA game, which can be very dangerous in its own way, but I get it. Makes it seem like it's a Max Payne clone, a Max Payne clone as well. What's really funny is like the only thing we did that was inspired by Max Payne was the diving, because I really like the way that they did the animation, so I kind of like studied how they kind of did stuff there. That's basically it. But hey, gamers will basically attach to one thing and that's not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to look into from a marketing standpoint, is like players attach to a certain thing sometimes. There's no way to stop that necessarily. And I don't think that's necessarily bad. Familiarity is a very good tool in marketing as well. Okay, I need to make some rocks. We need to make some rocks. And then I need to like randomize the rocks. There's nothing wrong with inspired mechanics or vibe? No, definitely not. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. In fact, so many games do it. There's a reason why it works well. If anything, players like familiarity. Familiarity isn't a bad thing. So here's what we'll do. We'll do this, and then we'll smooth it. We'll smooth it. That rock is just a cube? Oh yeah? How do you know? How do you know? That's the real the thing is, you don't know. See? It's a cube. It's a stone. Rock. It's a rock. Shut up. Mods, get that guy. Is there a way I can easily randomize this without having to go into like the whole node thing? Just, just place it on the thing without having to do a whole thing. Particle instance? Particle system? Particle instance. Yes. Maybe particle system? You know what? I don't give a fuck. Whatever, go away. Just get out of here. I don't want to fuck with you. Houdini? Don't start. Don't even start. That's psychopathic what you just said there. So we'll do a little bit of this. We'll do a little bit of this. Put a rock right here. What a dumb fuck. Who put that there? But scale it. Oh. Okay, now we just randomize some of the scales. I am a rock. I am a rock. No, I am a rock. Am I using Alt-D, by the way? It makes sense this is not dupes. None of this transferred to Unreal, though. No, I was just doing just regular whatever. This shall be called Bumpy Path. Bumpy Path instance. No, I am a rock. No. Don't get it twisted. I am a rock. Yeah, Anvar. Now that's a bumpy road. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. Oh, fuck. What's the distance of this? The distance is 1,600. Oh, yeah, that's bumpy, baby. That's bumpy. Oh, that's real bumpy. Okay, let's see it. Let's see what it look like. Show me the money. Where's the music? It's just, there's 20 seconds of just pure silence at the end there. Do you need like Dolby Atmos to hear like whatever's ambience is going on at the end there? Jeez. Okay, now the hard part. Now the hard part. We need this danger light to appear as we get closer to the zone, And then, we need to damage the train. Oh. Collision box, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Good idea. Turn off the music. I want to hear the ding, 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 ding. I love that sound. Where's the bumpy road? Where's the bumpy... What? No, stop making that... Stop making that noise. It's not funny. Where's the damn path? Oh, I love that. Okay, why isn't this working? Why are you being cringe? It's adding the instance in the construction script, but I guess that's not enough. I'm looking for yeah, I'm looking for I'm looking for right here. Yeah, all right. Simulate? Oh, I can't simulate because what? I tried to watch this stream at 2x speed, but the stream said no, I can't. Brother, I'm already in 2x speed. You don't need to 2x speed the 2x speed. I already talk so damn fast. Not as fast as XQC, but, you know, pretty fast. Definitely not as fast as XQC, though. Is there something I'm missing here? Are the instances being removed or something? Add actor world offset, which would be the entire actor. Set to movable. I think this needs to be scaled up. Or maybe not. Maybe this is normal. I can't tell. Is this, are you right? You right? You seem right, but also not at the same time. I'm sure you're fine. Does that look like a bumpy road to you guys? It looks pretty bump. Oh shit, it's tiling though. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck, look, it's just... Oh, no. Oh, no. Nobody likes that. I think the only solution for that is to use less pieces. Either that or we like copy a rock somewhere. Where's my shit? Oh, it's the rock is all the way over there for some reason. What if we do this? We put a rock like ahead over here, like outside of the bounds. And then that way, maybe that can make it seem a little bit less, a little bit more random. How did the thing go all the way over there? What happened? Oh, wait, no wonder I was looking at this wrong. Something happened to the... Something happened to the location. I think it's when... Oh, I think I cleared the entire transform. Oh, I'm stupid. Dummy. What a dummy. There it is. See? Now it's fine. Oh, that's really funny. That is really funny. Maybe the path that's bumpy should only be bumpy like please hold on, I'm trying to think about my words real quick. Maybe it should only be bumpy like ahead of the path. I feel like there should be a little bit of like a time, like a warning time. All right, now let's see if that works. I think it might have been just the fact that I'm stupid. Let me move this tunnel ahead. Oh. How do you stop sitting cross-legged? I feel like I'm always inclined to sit cross-legged, but then like I'm pretty sure it's causing like knee pain. I think my knees are giving out. All right, bumpy path, where you at? All right, bumpy path, where you at? All right. Okay. Good stuff. Nowhere to be seen. Not 100% certain as to why. The instances are not saving for some... block all dynamic. Although we probably don't want to block all dynamic. It's set to visible. Cast shadows, apparently. Okay, maybe the construction script is just not running in game or something. Like, hello? This does also have replicate movement on, which is technically not supposed to be turned on because we now have smooth sync. Net update frequency, we probably want to do like 15. What's going on? What's going on? We can see the truss just fine. But then for some reason, the instance mesh is not working. Even though we clearly have 12 instances. Is something deleting the instance count? No. Okay. Run construction script. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Is there something I'm missing here? Add actor world offset, set actor location. Is there anything affecting this other than the construction script? No. All right. I have no idea what's going on and why we can't see the bumpy path. I literally don't know. Hold on, I gotta select you. Oh, hey, look at that. It's sideways. What? Why? Why? Why is this perfectly fine? But then this is not perfectly fine? Why is this fucked up? Oh, it's set to static. Oh, you stupid motherfucker. No wonder it's not working. Dummy. I love my job, he says in pain. Hey, there's the bumpy road. There it is. There it be. There it be. Maybe it should be a little bit more bumpy. Doesn't feel bumpy enough. That being said, we do need to UV unwrap it. You know what that means? Cube projection time, baby. You know what that means? You know what that means? Rock. Rock. Okay, maybe not that one. Rock. Basalt. Yes. Rock slate. I don't know. I think maybe, yes, actually, maybe this one. But then let me see the texture resolutions. Let me see the texture resolutions. Taking a look. 512, looking good. Okay. Rock slate. 512. All right. It seems we've already done our job here. Hold on, taking a look into this. Yes. I do think... Oh, shit. The rocks are still really, really tiling. Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't think there's any way around that unless we, like, randomize the rocks. But you can't even see most of them, so it's, like, it's okay. Here's my idea, though. We scale this up a shit ton. And then maybe scale this out a little bit. And then we got ourselves a lot of damage. Wait, actually, wait. Yeah, a lot of damage. Look at these rocks. That's 100% cutting up some internal stuff. Okay. Watch this flush sound. Never mind. That looks pretty... Mm-hmm. Can you imagine, like, the whole screen go... Bunch of noises and shit, hearing random things breaking. Good opportunity for comedic elements. Here, random plate breaking in the background. You know, like a bunch of shit breaking. Yes. How long should this be? Let's test it. So if we end up in the path. How was the investor meeting with the board members? You mean the meeting with me and me and me and me? So we would have to slow down the train. I'm gonna be real. This might be a bit too long. Especially considering we have to slow down. Why not a bunch of physics rocks that the train pushes? Is not that expensive. I think we could do that. Like, that could be a detail thing, though. It would appear, like, at the front or something. I don't think they'd be physics rocks. It'd be like a Niagara particle effect that I think we would probably put there. And then we could do it that way. So let's do 10, because remember, we have to slow down when we're in here. So ideally, you would do this when you see the thing. Slow down here. I think maybe even less, actually. Yeah, I think less. Less, even less, even less. I'm thinking 7. 77777. That's the number, baby. That's the number. 7's the number. Could you use PCG to randomize the rocks along the track? We can, but I'm not too worried about that right now. We have a whole fucking programming journey ahead of us to get this to work. We got a whole journey ahead of us to get this to work now. Oh yeah. I'm also thinking maybe the rocks should be a bit farther ahead, actually. Because otherwise, like, let's see, how many seconds do you have as a warning before all shit goes loose? Let's see, let's find out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we should make it ahead a little bit more. Because remember, at the very beginning, it's a bug right now, but at the very beginning, the speed isn't up to speed. So, yeah. You're a freak. Yeah, we could definitely do some like rocks going through though, 100%. I would probably make that a Niagara particle effect. And then we can have a different particle effect if you're going through it at full speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We also have to consider that maybe even more of a warning, because here's the thing, like, what if players aren't at the front of the train before this appears? You know what I mean? I feel like and then what we might want to do is, we have the truss, which is the warning. We should also have a model that shows the actual, like shows when the bumpy road begins. I think that would be good. I think that'd be good. So back to the blunder. Back to blunder. Back to blunder. What are you guys talking about? I don't know. What are you guys talking about? What's going on? Krim, what did you use to make those about to shoot orange indicators for AI enemies and super hire? Oh, that's a good question. I think they're particle effects with the material, and they're masked. WTF? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's how I did those. I like the new whatever that metal thing is called with the red lights. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Me too. I like it too. I agree. So this would be the post to show that the bumpy road begins. We would probably, so this would be where a good moment where we'd have like a signpost. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just do a big red triangle or something. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Big red triangle. Big red triangle. Big yield triangle? Is the yield triangle the triangle with the pointy end facing up, or is yield with the pointy face down? I think it's pointy way facing down, right? You know, I might have passed my my road written test with 100%, but let me tell you, I do not remember the direction of the yield sign. I do not remember the direction of, I don't remember. I think it's facing down. I think it's facing down. What sign? Are you all like motherfuckers, like Twitch streamers that look at their phone when they drive? Do you not look at the road signs at all? Come on, guys. Come on. Guys, come on. Guys, come on. Guys, come on. Hey, come on. What's a sign? All right. Like, I don't know, but like, what sign are you even talking about? Are you guys for real right now? A yield sign. Are you guys for real right now? This. Guys, come on. Guys, it's this. Is this the EUs in chat that don't drive? This one. That's called yield? Yes, that's a yield sign. What does it even mean? It means to yield. It means to give way. We don't yield in the UK? You just go full force, huh? You're just like, all right, I go. All right, my turn now. I haven't seen this sign once. You guys are fucking... You're lying to me. You're lying to me. You're lying to me, and I'm really mad. I just made a flux capacitor. Look at this shit. Look at this. Flux capacitor. How about yielding some time to making more monsters? Yeah, we'll get there, man. We'll get there. Okay? Jeez. Everyone's a critic these days. You imagined that sign? You should stop getting high on coffee? Am I... What? What's wrong? In Poland, we have a red border and yellow inside. Okay, so you do have a yield sign. Ah, so you do have a sign. Hmm. Yeah, but it's not called a yield sign. You know what? I choose to yield from this conversation. Take that. Mm-hmm. In the UK, it's a give way sign, which is to yield. Okay. All right. That means to yield. It means to yield, to give way. I know, I'm teaching you guys some stuff here. I'm teaching you guys some stuff here. You're welcome. Your English teacher should be fired. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I didn't give this any materials. Uh-oh. So the bottom one is concrete. Do I have a concrete in here? We do not have a concrete in here. It's always time for a first. Then we need red. This shall be red. This needs to be metal. I wouldn't mind this being a trim sheet, actually. But we'll just do this real quick. Metal. Okay. We can export both these now. Very cool. Then we'll re-import the truss frame. Looking good. Looking good. Crim's French, actually. No, I'm Swiss. Don't get it twisted. I'm Swiss. Do not get it twisted. We'll go with that. And then metal here, we'll do, I want like a rusted metal. Unfortunately, I don't really have any of those. And I gotta, wait, hold on. Do you even speak Swiss? All right. Everyone's getting a little unhinged right now. I feel like I'm actually like going crazy right now. I'm going fucking crazy. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to explode. Can I select all of these? Oh, great. I got to select all these pieces separately? That's not funny. Can I maybe do a little selection like that? Does Scythe have a way to select connected? Yes! Oh my god. Bless the Scythe developer. He is so sick. He's so awesome. God, he's so good. He's so good, actually. Like, insanely good. You don't even know. Although, like, the thing that kind of sucks is, like, you don't really see the trim. Should it be orange? Oh, shit. Should it be orange? What do you guys think? Orange? Nah. Is that pole a monster? It kind of is, because I think I've tried to set this to a height where if you're on the top of a car, you could get knocked off of it. So in a way, it kind of is. It kind of is. It sort of kind of is. All right, looking good, man. We are going to have outside monsters as well. They'll be like stationary. So like there'll be one where it's like an eyeball or something, like huge eyeball that'll be like staring at you. And if it sees you outside, it starts shooting lasers at you or something. I don't know. We got to figure out what it does. I don't know yet. We'll figure out the details in due time. Okay, so now we got to put in the yield truss frame. Okay. Let me do that again. Yield truss frame. Thank you. Okay, so red. Yes. Metal. Trim. Dark. Yes. Gonna have to fix that. Concrete. Concrete. Yeah. Are you proud of that idea? Laser shooting giant eyeball? Yeah, I actually am. I actually am. I'm proud of a lot of things. Proud of a lot of things. So I need to go in here and add another static mesh. But this one's going to be connected to the static mesh. And it'll go right in front of it. And then we want this to have no collision. If the bear gets hits by the laser, it should become cooked with steam coming off of them. Oh, we're going to do lots of fun stuff like that. 100%. Can you climb the roof and get hit off the train? I have to add the ladders back in since we like change the height of stuff. But there you go. Nice. So this shows you, be careful. Then this shows you if you're going at the speed and you reach this point, well, you're fucked. Well, you're fucked. You fucked up. So it's a double warning kind of thing. But yes, I have to extend the ladders so you can get to the top, because some tasks might be on the roof of the train cars. All right, let's see how it looks. Looks good to me. I think that looks great. And then the bumpy section starts here. Does it make a sound? The bell one does. The one at the very front. When you start getting into the bumpy section, it will make a noise. There'll probably be two intensities. There'll be one, which is you're going over it successfully without damaging anything, and then the other one would be you are damaging your entire train. So that would be the next part of this task. Yeah, whatever. By the way, something I noticed while playing around with this, the horn does not send to the reverb, which is really boring. So please hold as I fix that really quick. It says no attenuation settings, apparently. That's not how bells work on the railroad? Okay. All right. What else? What else do you want to tell me? Are you scientist as well? That you're doing good? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lately, watching you model in Blender really made me want to try 3D modeling myself, but as a developer, I honestly wouldn't even know where to start. If I can learn how to make useful 3D models, I could probably start saving money on some of my... Obviously, nothing too complex. Where do you think I should start? Are there any courses or YouTube playlists you recommend? Start with like one tutorial just to kind of get into it, but it's going to be a struggle. Like that's just how a lot of the beginning stages is going to be, is a lot of struggling. I think like you're going to be trying to figure out like how to do stuff, but what I would recommend is try to model simple objects in your room. Start with like super simple primitives. So for example, make a cup. Pretty simple to me, but to you this might be a kind of a challenge because you'll be learning a few different things like adding a cylinder, maybe changing how many sides it has, then scaling parts and then moving things around, and then doing insets and then extruding. You know, you kind of learn some of the basic stuff, so I would say start with that. And then start modeling things in your room. Be like, obviously be realistic with yourself. Don't try to model something that looks super complicated. Another tip I can give is also think about it in like pieces in real life. If a piece is separated, just make it separate. The mesh doesn't need to be watertight. You can have a bunch of different pieces that are together. That's probably what I would say though, is like start with like trying to model things in your space. Start with like super simple objects. Don't take shortcuts. That's a thing a lot of beginning 3D modelers do, I feel like, is they'll look at an object and it'll look complex and then they'll simplify it. But they'll simplify it because they just want to take a shortcut to not model the rest of it. And that's the best way to learn, is to push yourself to learn the things that you don't want to do. Yeah. Oh, the military radio? Yeah. But that's, yeah, that I don't know if that's Blender. I don't really know what you can watch as like a beginner though, like what kind of courses you can watch to get started with. Glitch, thank you for the biddies. Does it echo? Wait, hold on, let's see if this horn echoes now. Don't do a donut? Yeah, that shit's not gonna help you. Following that tutorial one-to-one does not fucking help you. That's why I think modeling things in your space is... This is not echoing for some reason, this sound effect. It should be echoing way more. Alright, so now to do the hard bit. Now the hard part. We need two different things. We need two things to happen. One, we need to send information to this thing that we are nearing a bumpy road. And then we need to deal damage and 5 million other things. Let's start with the danger thing. Let's get it to turn on and then turn off when it is no longer needed. And that would at least be a beginning point in terms of this whole thing. This music is fucking crazy, by the way. Payday? It sounds good, but I'm going crazy. I'm getting stressed out. Yeah, we could do an event dispatcher. I think the train manager reading the cabin manager, each cabin manager should probably be the thing that dictates. Because if we want to do the whole thing where it's like if you're going through a bumpy area and then it should like send items flying around and shit, I feel like the cabin manager is probably the best guy for that. Because then we have to damage stuff. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, cabin managers. So it'll read the cabin manager, tell it that shit's bumpy. Let me write down like the different. So, camera shake, sound effects, task breaking, train health lowering. Camera shake, sound effects, speed control, danger, light, beeping when in proximity of bumpy track. Let's start with that, and then that'll be a good beginning point. Okay. Actually using my project if it turns out well. Yeah, for me, I would say there's a high probability that you probably won't be able to necessarily use anything in your project for a little while as you kind of learn stuff. You'll probably be able to use stuff in your project, but it probably won't be up to par as to what your expectations are for realistic because when you're doing realistic, now not only do you have to learn modeling, but now you're also gonna have to learn texturing. Which, you know, is what you're gonna have to learn anyways, but you're gonna have to learn realistic texturing, which can be a bit of a challenge. But I would say just get into it. Just get into it. Just throw yourself in and see where you go. I think that's it. You don't know until you try. Frustration's part of it though, so don't feel like you're, you know, like the whole world is against you. I think frustration is just kind of part of the learning process. My partner just started modeling like 3 months ago, 3-4 months ago. And now she's doing texturing and modeling, and she textured and modeled a bunch of the items in the game now. A bunch of the items are stuff that she made. Beach ball she made, the blunderbuss she made, the bolt cutters she made, coffee cup, energy drink, rubber ducky, the screwdriver, the trombone, the camcorder. Like, don't get me wrong, I've obviously been helping her and kind of mentoring and whatnot, but she's been able to kind of do a lot of on her own as well. King crown she made as well. The old boot. The typewriter. So I think it's just a basis of just be consistent and just keep, you know, going through it. Didn't she make the trumpet? She made a bunch of stuff. Real Crim is sailing in RuneScape. This is AI Crim. I do not have RuneScape open, I can assure you. I can assure you I don't have it open. I wish I did, though. I wish I did. I really wish I did. I really wish I did. Show second monitor and phone. I'm not... There's nothing on my phone, man. What am I supposed to do? Show your taskbar? All right, fine. See? Motherfucker? Now gift... Now, Prime sub. Now, Prime sub. Prime sub now. Prime sub. Sub with Prime. That was an image. It's literally not an image. You guys are coping. You just place the logo with a Blender logo? No, this is Blender. It's Blender. It's Blender. It's so funny how everything went silent. I went to a scene where I don't have... there's no desktop audio on it. I still feel bad for Bane. Bane, like, was just saying, hire this guy as a meme, and then just got fucking shut down. I'm sorry, Bane. Are you okay? I don't know if that person is still here who shut you down for just memeing. Poor Bane was just memeing, saying hire this guy, and then suddenly he's like, are you okay? His whole existential crisis. I'm quiet for the rest of the day. It's okay, Bane. It's okay. I got you, brother. It's okay. It's okay. Mod obliterate Bane. Literally was like the most tame fucking comment ever. There's been worse in here. I gotta commend you for the effort at hiding RuneScape. Oh, come on. I'd Prime sub, but I don't have Prime, and €5 is my daily wage. That's fine. You could just give me your soul. That was so funny. That was so, like, out of nowhere. Are you okay? That's so fucking funny. Easiest way to shut down a random Twitch chatter. Are you okay? You seem unhinged. We're all unhinged. I want this to be an unhinged stream. Well, within reason, guys. Okay, within reason. To be fair, within reason. Don't get too unhinged. All right. Let's not get too fucking crazy here. But I just thought that was kind of funny. It's okay, Bane. You can be as unhinged as you want to be. Within reason, of course. Within reason, guys. All right. Know your limits. No, don't get freaky. No. Do not get freaky. No. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I just mean that you can meme and shit. Just don't get. Don't let anybody tell you who can stop you from being a little funny guy, okay? Or a gal, or whatever you want to be. Just funny person. All right. Thoughts on this emote? Aga? No, come on, man. No, no. Bad. This is like a, listen, whenever I watch Felon. I forgot his Twitch name. I'm gonna call him Felon. I'm sure many of you are gonna know who I'm talking about. Super TF. And people use this emote in like the weirdest way, and I don't fucking like it. It gets used in the weirdest way. Anyways, I'll add it. Sub for feet. Now, see, that I would respond with, "Are you okay?" Space question mark on that. See, that I would be like, that's unhinged. Not hire this guy. All right. Can I lick your ear, Aga? All right, we're gonna be removing that. You guys got 24 hours with that email, and then it's gone forever. Yeah. Without a doubt. Use it all you like. That shit's gone in 24 hours. Ain't no way you remember that in 24 hours. I'm probably not, but you know, remind me in 24 hours. See, now you guys are just abusing it. Every single time I add an emote, you guys use it for like 5 minutes and then you guys don't remember it. And then the only emote you end up using is aware and mod check. And like, that's the only emotes we use at that point. What other emotes are we using? Corpa? Like, come on. We need a little bit more variety. I need you guys to step it up. And AI. Okay, AI is a good one though. AI is funny though. AI is a funny one. Oh yeah, hi is that's a big one. And bye, hi, okay, that's fair. All right, fine. You guys got me. You got me. All right, that's fine. Yeah, all right. I rest my case. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Kerm, I need this. Bob. All right. All right, fine. Fine. All right, fine. You got me. I like it. It's my favorite part of a movie ever. Which movie was that a part of again? It's a weird one. I know it's like a kind of like a B tier cartoon, but it's in my heart it's S tier. I forgot it was called Monsters vs. Aliens. Yes. I remember the lady from that one. I think. Yes, I remember the lady because I was the main character. I do remember the lady. Oh, she's giant. Okay. All right. This is a weird movie. All right. Who did this? All right. All right. Who the hell did this? Why is she a giant? She's so hot. Mods, get that person and put them into therapy. You literally cannot say that. You literally can't say that. I gotta rewatch that movie. You guys know how like you haven't watched a movie in a really long time and you like forget like parts of it, so it feels like you're rewatching the movie all over again, like fresh. God, I gotta watch it. It's gonna be so good. Yes, it's like when you willingly forget things. I'm gonna say something so fucked up. Never mind. I thought it was really shitty joke. Oh, that's a really bad joke. Okay, knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood preemptively. Had that with Harry Potter recently. So good. Dude, Harry Potter's great, man. Say it? No, I don't want to. It's a really bad joke. It's a really bad joke. You have a limits on bad jokes? What a surprise. Okay, I'll say it. Okay. So you know that like when you get older, you like start forgetting things, and sometimes in a really bad direction, like dementia. Do you think they can enjoy a movie for the first time again? Do you think they can? You know how like. Oh, do you think their soul kind of no? Okay, whatever. No, it's a genuine question though. Do you think like they could enjoy them, or do you think they remember? Whatever. Anyways, I don't want to talk about. Listen, like I said, it's knock on wood. When it's not. It's like when you watch a really good anime but it only has 10 episodes, and you're like, "Fuck, I wish I could re-experience that again." One thing to wait for when I'm 90. Put it on a list. Put it on the list. Things to rewatch when I have dementia. Oh. Peeing myself, not so much. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Good thing I'm not there yet. Me with Game of Thrones first 7 seasons. You got to make sure you remind yourself, old you, to not watch the last season. Do not watch last season. It doesn't exist. Anyways. I told you it was an unhinged joke. Not a good joke. Dementia is a serious thing. Shit's scary, man. To think about. Or Alzheimer's. So is Alzheimer's a more a like worse version of dementia? Does anybody know? I'm not qualified enough to answer that. All right. Never had it, sorry. How would you know? That's the crazy thing about those things. You wouldn't even know. You would just lose memory without even knowing. Maybe you forgot that you had it. It's so crazy, though. It is a very scary thing. Like, thinking about my grandparents having that, oh my god. I can't even imagine what it's like for, like, family members that have lost... Basically, when someone forgets who you are within a family, it's like that's it. They're basically, like... They're kind of just... That's, you know... You could still help them out and stuff, but... I can't remember shit already, like my childhood I don't remember. Oh, I remember things. It's all trauma. There's some trauma in there. I remember some of it. Oh, I remember a couple things. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember getting bullied for wearing long socks. Not long socks. They were just normal socks. Not up to my knees or anything, but like... I got bullied for that when I was in fucking school, man. What the hell, dude? And now, apparently, wearing longer socks is apparently the thing now at school. Wearing ankle socks gets you bullied. I was ahead of the curve. Nice perk to only remember the bad stuff. I don't remember much of my childhood either, though. I really don't. To be fair, I did play like not 8,000 hours of Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, and Jedi Outcast. So like, I don't think I had much of a childhood. I think I spent most of it on Star Wars. 8,000? 8,000, baby. I remember putting scissor into an outlet. I remember a friend of mine who's not a friend because he's a fucking asshole. His name was Adam. He put a paper clip into an outlet right next to me, and I just look at him, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I still remember that. The teacher, like, stopped talking. I still remember, we were in one of those little, excuse me, I'm talking. We were in one of those, the school didn't have enough space, so we were put into, like, an outdoor modular thingy. Basically just a big metal container. This dumb fuck just put the paper clip in the outlet, and then his whole hand was like charred, not charred, but it was like there was like stuff everywhere. Good times, good times. What a fucking idiot. Last I heard, that guy does hardcore drugs now. Don't know if that's true. Yep. Be careful. Do not put a paper clip in an outlet, or you might become a hardcore drug user. It's not good. Be careful. The paper clip is it's an entryway. Is there no thingy in here? Here, coolie. Uh-oh. What was that? This guy here was told to put a paperclip in the outlet? No, that's not. I said don't put it. I said don't. You should make a PSA about that. They should make a PSA about a lot of things. Maybe bro was preparing to be a spy by burning off his fingerprints. Maybe he just wanted to murder me or something. Too late, he's already gone to try it. Not responsible. Okay, let's work on the little beeping noise now. I'm trying to figure out in my head how I'm going to do that. I don't know how we're going to do this. Shit. We have to do some sort of distance check to determine how far we are from the thing. 22, 28 to 22:29. Man only lived for 1 minute. Okay, so we need to first somehow determine if we are within range of the danger zone or the bumpy zone. The only thing I can really think of is a timer that checks what the main train distance is from the thing. That's the only thing I can think of. Like a 1 second timer. Not an overlap? I don't trust overlap. Overlap, like, I don't trust it. I don't trust overlap. Overlap never does the thing that I want it to do. It's really annoying. It, like, never works properly. You know what I mean? Just make it cross a boundary and send an event or something? Yeah, but then we're doing overlaps again. That's why I think a timer is better. And then we do a distance check. Overlaps sometimes they just don't work. And I ain't trusting that. Crim coding like it's 1992. No, this is from experience. Overlaps sometimes just don't get called, and I ain't about to fuck with that. I don't care. Blah. Get the distance from the train at the start and turn that into a timer? Excuse me, what? Get the distance from the train at the start and turn that into a timer. We can't do that because, Scotty, what if the player chooses to slow down the time before reaching the actual point? That's why I didn't put that into a timer. The timers and delays are the building blocks of this game, apparently? Yes. Then explode them? I don't know. All right, wise guy. All right. Who's the guy that built the atomic bomb? Yeah, all right. Oppenheimer. My name is John Atomic. Why do they call it atomic bomb? Is it something related to atoms? Because of atoms, duh. All right, thank you. Teachers be like, because atoms, duh. And that's the only answer they give you. They don't give you anything else. All right. Because it shreds atoms to generate energy. Ah. Bob. Ah. Bob. Oh. I failed physics. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. Check player bounds distance. Okay, so I don't want to check the player bounds distance. I want to check the distance of the check train bounds distance. Actor bounds origin. Only colliding components. Nope. Origin, break vector, less than 6,000 minus 7. What are these magic numbers? Yeah. All right. Okay. Get actor of class. Fuck it, we go in. Hell yeah! I should probably just save this to a reference. Whatever. Then we'll get the train. Main engine. This is the front of the train. Is train inbounds? Is train inbounds? Make this a byte. Me and Boolean don't fuck around no more. Up! What? Oh. Dude, why is it that when you set, like, change a variable thing, everything fucking explodes in this stupid engine? I'm gonna freak out. Bro, my fire weapon custom event is a mess. Yeah, and then everyone judges me for my blueprint code and how it looks. It's crazy. It's crazy. Everyone's a critic. It's insane. Everyone is a critic. Can't believe it. For now, we'll just do 0 or 1. Let's just do 0 or 1, and then in the future we have to... Okay. Look in hashtag game dev, it's not that bad. That's not that bad. Like, that's not that bad. It could be so much worse. Okay, what's with the switch here, though? Don't tell me that all of your gun shooting is in this switch. Is this selecting what kind of thing to shoot and fire? Don't tell me that. Don't fucking tell me that. Yup, it is, huh? You motherfucker. This is what? Is this rocket launcher? Is this shooting random guns? I see. I see. All right. You got some work to do here. You got some work to do. Get current weapon, get weapon name, switch on weapon name. Yeah, I know. I know. You don't got to tell me. I know exactly what that is. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Get in the crystal. Get in the crystal. It's time to get in the crystal. You guys ever see that? Like that meme? I think I have it somewhere. Northern Lion, get in the crystal. You guys ever see this shit? Ganondorf. Ganondorf. Get in the crystal. Ganondorf. Where is it? No, where's the original? No, the one I'm looking for. Where is it? No, you can't. You can't do this to me. Where's the Ganondorf? Northern Lion, get in the crystal. Oh, come on. Oh, the edit is somewhere, man. Where is it? Whatever, man. Maybe I have it saved somewhere. Actually, hold on. Maybe I do have it saved somewhere. Look at this. Hold on. Wait, look at it. Yeah, look at this.
What the hell are you talking about? You've added nothing to the conversation. Get in the crystal. Sorry, buddy. Get in the crystal.
Wait, look at that. Oh man, that's my favorite part.
You're gonna be in the crystal for a minute. It's gonna feel like 1 week. It's only 1 week, man. Some of the people are in the crystal for like a century.
You got, the animator did a perfect job here. Look, they even got the nose sniffle. The sniffle, the little nose sniffle. Man, peak. I'm telling you. Anyways, is that you? I'm going to put you in the crystal. You better watch out. You better watch out. Watch it, pal. I'm so confused. What's wrong with Switch on Enum? It's more so the fact, like, it's fine, but it's like, what if you want to add another gun? And then what if you want to add another gun after that? And then another gun. Now you got like a 15 Switch fucking... Like, it's a good idea to have like a blueprint actor for the... Anyways, that just complicates things. Who gives a fuck? Just make the game. I'm just roasting you for it. Is your code as clean as what I linked? This is performative. That's my consensus. This is performative. Yeah. Oh shit. That's one thing that's really annoying. If you change the name of something and it has timers attached to it, it doesn't change it for you. I wish there was a way of doing, like, changing that. Just make if else code like in Yandere Sim. I mean, who cares? If it works, it works. The really funny thing about Yandere Sim is he's still making thousands of dollars every month, and people still just be roasting them. But guess what? He's still doing fine. Does he still have that toothbrush with 5 million meshed thistles? Whatever they're called? I don't know. Does it matter? Mm-mm. It don't. I think he fixed that. Well, there you go. He fixed it. Oh, yeah, see? You do have some stuff in here for that. All right, all right. That's fine. That's fine. I make thousands of dollars a month. It's called a full-time job. Yeah, but do you make thousands of dollars writing code that then gets judged by people on the internet and it doesn't actually matter at the end of the day? I think not. Well, maybe you do, but I don't know. He still didn't add the second opponent. Is that game still being updated? Am I like... Is that game still being updated? Yandere Simulator. What are condoms used for in Yandere Simulator? This is what people ask for on Google, apparently. Wait, it's still getting updates. The last post was in June 22nd. Sorry, July 31st. I remember this game from like 15 years ago. Well, what's the answer? I don't know. I didn't click on it. You make code that'll be judged by nerds while players won't notice shit. Hey, listen, if it runs well and it works well and I can work with it, whatever. Okay, so is train in bounds? Let's just put a print string in here. And fuck it. We'll start with that. And that'll tell us if we are within the bounds. Within the zone. 0, 0, 0. Should be 1. Okay, 1. 1. Alright, hold on. It should still be 1 until we've exceeded the rocks. Okay, it is now 0. Okay. How does popcorn with mayonnaise sound like? Popcorn and mayonnaise. Have you considered eating a real meal? Or like having a real snack? And not whatever the fuck slop you're trying to make? What the hell? Popcorn and mayonnaise? It's not a sandwich, man. It's fucking popcorn. Maybe I did that wrong. W meal. Mayonnaise and popcorn, please. Who eats popcorn with mayonnaise? That guy. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. It's still 1 0. Huh. Maybe this could just be a 0 actually. Here, Mog. Is the train moving or is the background? The background. The train is completely still. The only elements that are moving, well, the only elements that are actually moving are the gameplay elements. So this truss frame thing, the tunnel, everything else is actually just shaders. Just moving the shader. Zero. Okay, it's already calling 0. Did we pass by the rocks though, for the most part? Maybe we do 500. Actually, maybe 800. I love that number. That's my favorite. Okay, so now we have the is train and bounds. You can calculate that locally, so that's fine. But should I just do get actor of class? Should I get real fucking crazy with it? I think I will. Let's just cast straight to the speed control panel. Is get actor of class that bad though? Nah, I really don't think it is. Especially if you just save it as a reference. I know get all actors of class is terrible though. It's actually not that bad anymore. That one is actually not that bad either. I think in the past it used to be bad because they coded it poorly where it checks literally every single actor, but get actor of class now I think only specifically filters just for that specific actor. I think, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, get actors of class is not that bad. Obviously don't overdo it, you know. Don't overdo it, you know. Don't get too crazy with it, okay? But, you know, yeah. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, it pulls like from like a cached list. Yeah, just don't use it on Tick. But that being said, there's a lot of things you shouldn't use on Tick. But I'm sure if you just maybe did it once, saved it to an array or something, and then use that array on Tick, then you're fine. It depends on what you're doing, of course. Of course, that matters. My mouse left click is slowly dying. Yeah, there's your MX3 coming into play, huh? Now you gotta buy another MX3. MX4! Now you gotta buy an MX4, $150. I love how we were just talking about mice and how, like, the buttons die and whatnot. How long has the game been in development? I think 8 months. Been a good 3 years. Yeah, I guess that's not so bad, but still, like, $150 for a mouse, man. For me, they all, like, the mouse wheel just dies after, like, a year. I can't be bothered buying an expensive mouse anymore. I can't be fucking bothered. Plus, I sweat a lot. I get a lot of sweat on my mouse. It's kind of disgusting. Get all actors on Tick. Yeah, that's how you grow hair. On your chest. Okie dokie. Flippity floppity. What's in the lockety? Can we just start calling danger light blink on this and then turn off the danger light if we want to? Just say fuck it. We just put the code straight in here like a psychopath. Who's gonna judge me? Who's gonna judge me for this? No one. No one's gonna judge me. There's only one speed control. We don't need multiple. There's only one speed control. We shouldn't be doing it this way, but now this is slop. But honestly, it's not that bad. Like, it's really not that bad. It's literally not that bad. Use a for each loop? We don't need to. We just have one actor of this type. I don't see ourselves requiring more than this. Is timer active? Is timer not active? True. If true, set active. Set timer by function name. Then we could do, I don't know, 2 seconds. It doesn't need to loop because it loops itself. And then when it's false, we just go over here. Uh-oh, this is going to get pretty messy. Actually, put this over, put it over here. Yeah, put it over here, underneath. Then we just clear timer by function name. We need to clear 2 timers, actually. Maybe I should have, I was thinking I should make this a function, but then I thought about it. I don't care. First one is danger light blink, and I think the other one is danger light off. Yes. Actually, wait. No. Yes. Wait. No, we just called danger light. Okay. All right. All right, watch this. All right, here we go. Oh, dude, hell yeah. I'm so excited. This now is step 1 of our master plan. This terrifying beeping noise is going to come on soon. All right, here we go. Wait for it. And... I can't wait to put like random fucking braking noises when we go over the rocks. Oh my god, it's gonna be so awesome. Okay, now this should turn off. Ah! God, this is turning into a video game. It took 8 months. It feels like a video game now. Alright, cool. Cool. Sick. Awesome. Awesome. My Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. Why do they have to name it so damn long, man? Why can't they just call it Logitech Mouse 7? The 7th one. Am I gonna add camera shakes and whatnot? Yeah, totally. You kidding me? We put in a lot of shit. Sound effects, physics objects flying all over the place, ideally, if we can get it to work. The train damaging itself, random things breaking on the train. Yeah, all of it. We're putting all that good stuff in there. Why isn't it reappearing? It should be reappearing by now. Guys, where is it? Am I gonna add a reticle and a camera shake slider? We'll probably put a camera shake slider. I don't know about a reticle though. Like, I don't know if a reticle is necessary. Does a reticle help with motion sickness? Some people need a reticle. Oh. We used to have one. I just disabled it because I don't know. Can you imagine hearing like a bunch of fucking... Wow, that shit's going off. Like it's too fast? What do you mean? The blinking? Let me rename the crosshair. Fuck it. Let's bring it back. Let's bring back that bad boy. Because honestly, it is kind of hard to aim things without it. It is a bit hard to aim things without it. Basic crosshair. The blinking is too fast. I kind of want it to be stress inducing because it's like important. You know what I mean? We brought back the crosshair. Here it is. Sorry, but where are the weapons? It's in the back. Just this way leads you to the door that has a sign that says Death Chamber. Deadly Death Chamber. Just this way. Just this way. What should I be doing instead of a switch on name? What I did for Suit for Hire is the weapon actor is an actor. And then you just call a custom event called Weapon Fire. But honestly, you don't really need Twiggy. Whatever works, man. I was just memeing for the most part, right? I think everybody's situation for a game. You already have a data class, so you're already doing some data stuff. So it's not like the entire thing is just based off of the switch. All right, so now we got the stressful blinking noise. Now we need to deal damage and stuff. And play crazy noises of like things breaking. And I got the perfect sound effects for that. I got the perfect sound effects for that. I got the perfect sound effects. I got the perfect sound effects. Important question. Will players be able to sit on the spinny chairs? Ideally. Super long in the middle from the ricochet logic? No, I get you, Twiggy. Honestly, dude, if it works for you, that's fine. I think it's just when... The alternative is like having different weapon actor classes. And then when you fire the gun, instead of doing a switch, you call the weapon actor itself. And it might have like a custom event in it called like weapon fire, primary fire, and then like release fire for automatic weapons and whatnot. But if that works for you, I'd say just stick with it. Get up, Alex. Okay, so we got the beepy noise. We got the beepy noise. Put the custom event in the weapon blueprint. Never thought of that. Yeah, like what I did for Suit for Hire is we had a generic firing thing for normal projectiles, but then anything that had like a different kind of projectile, I would override it within the weapon blueprint to specify a different projectile or different events, different stuff, blah 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 blah. So that's what I did there. But that's what I did, right? I just think having a switch gets pretty chaotic depending on how many guns you get. Because then every time you have a new gun, well, guess what? Now you got to get in the switch, put the node and stuff, right? It can get chaotic depending on how much of the scale you need. But at the end of the day, if you only have the specified guns that you have currently, you don't need to do like a whole complicated structure. You're going to have programming performists telling you, oh, you should do it this way. You should do it this way. Well, who cares, man? Whatever works for you. If it works, it works, right? Yeah, I'm just telling you I guess like one of the other options that could be there. And I'm sure there's probably way better options than that too. Okay, so we have the danger light. So that's phase 1, train and bounds. We need a train and bounds 2. Byte 2 will mean that we're now in the bumpy area. I'm about to copy paste this. Y is more than 0, then add 6,000 plus 800. Just create a function? No. No, I don't think I will. No, I don't think I will. Wait. Yeah. Okay, let's see if that works. So now when we're in the bumpy area, we should see a print string of 2. Two. Okay, hold on. So 1 will appear, the danger beep will go off. Love that sound, love it. 1. And then once we're in the rocky area, which will mean that's when damage can start activating, it should be right around here. And 1, 0, apparently. Okay. That's fine, whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Chair? Get over here. You're bugging me. Okay. Cool. So... now what? I guess we can do all of the fun stuff in the timer. Not only is this checking the train bounds distance, this is doing 5 gajillion other things too. Maybe I should rename this. Who cares? Let's see. Delete unused variables. Skylight reference. Add lights. Previous fog. Yep, we can delete all these. Goodbye. Thank you. I'll try what you did. It sounds cleaner and more scalable. Twiggy, I'm telling you though, listen, only do it if you feel like you need to do that. I'd say if what you're doing works, I'd say stick with that. Right? Don't feel inclined to fix something that doesn't need fixing. You know what I mean? If it works, why mess with it? Maybe I should turn this into a function. We hire him if he keeps it his way. I'm not hiring anybody, so I guess nobody wins. Nobody wins. All right, so we get the active class, do the little beeping noise. This is stage 1. Stage 2 is camera shake. Train, if train inbounds is more than or equal to 2. Okay, let's do multiple things here. More than or equal to 2. So this means we are now within the rocky zone. Are we in the rocky zone? And I'm not talking about Rocky as in like the one with Sylvester Stallone. I'm talking about Rocky as in like there's fucking boulders and shit, okay? All right. No, don't play the Rocky theme. That's not correct. Although I could play that song. It's a very good song. It's a very good song. All right. We want to... okay. We're going to... yep. All right. So the... yep. Okay. So... Am I going to dabble in procedural generation? I've done. I have. We sorry, I didn't process your question in my brain. Yeah, we did some like randomly generated tile stuff for some of the cars, and also the dungeon areas, or like when you get stranded in the whole dungeon area. The only thing is we need to do the figure out the interiors. So furniture and stuff like that. That is something we need to do. Okay, can I get player pawn in this thing, or is that gonna explode things? Because I'm pretty sure we do that in the instance moving object, check player bounds distance. Pretty sure we use get player pawn, which is not really correct, but that's okay. So this will be the check. So this will be for, we should turn this into a function. Guys, I'm starting to think maybe we should turn this into a function. Guys, I think we should, yeah. There's a tool called Dungeon Architect for UE5. It's really good apparently. I bought it and there's a lot of cool shit in it. I bought it and I was thinking it was gonna be super sick and I ended up never using it. Honestly, I prefer to make my own system because I know what's going on in the system. I'm sure Dungeon Architect's very good. It's just, yeah. Tax write-off. Exactly, exactly. 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 Oh my God. Okay, so this will be camera shake. Where's the explosion? Okay, where's the explosion? Train explosion sequence? Cabin explosion sequence. Those are in the cabins. Oh my God. Please wait, looking for the cabins. Train explosion. Explosion effect. We do a world camera shake at location, which is explode camera shake. I don't really need a world camera shake. Or do I need a world camera shake? We'll do it under the feet of the player pawn. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. We could do that. We'll do minus vector 400. Wait, no. Do this. And then, but then use the origin z here to then make a vector. X, Y, and then z. And then put that in there. And then outer radius, inner radius, we'll change it to 300. And then 1,000 with a fall off, I guess, or whatever. We probably want a different kind of camera shake. Not this one, but whatever. Just do the explosion. We'll see how it looks. Get up, Ashley. How's train rot going? It's going quite well, I would say. I would say it's going quite well. Okay. Testing now the camera shake. We got the stressful beeping noise, but do we have the camera shake when we go over the bumpy section? All right, let's take a look. Whoa! Whoa! I'm gonna puke. Oh, shit. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. Literal drunk effect. Inner radius Cameras inside this radius are ignored. Oh, wait, what? What if we do 100, but then we change this radius to like something much smaller, like 500? I hope there's beer in the game. I forgot, what is train camera shake? Oh, that's just the normal thingy. Okay, we're gonna need a different camera shake. Flush noise. Okay, next time. Hold on. That's fine. I didn't care anyways. Let's see if that made it a little bit less bad. Oh, would you look at that? It's like nothing's even happening. All right, let's do bumpy path camera shake. We're gonna need probably 2 versions of this. Oscillation duration, let's do 1 because it happens every 1 second. We'll do a blend in time. Rotation oscillation. So we do a little bit of roll, a little bit of pitch, and let's also get some up-down movement. We do have up-down movement. And also X and Y. Okay, no. Let's, well, okay, we can keep those, but amplitude 8. Okay, bumpy path, bumpy path, bumpy path. So we're gonna need 2 versions. One that is you are going through it full speed, and then one where you're going through it but not full speed. So we'll need 2 different intensities. Okay, here we go. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, all right. That'll definitely get someone to puke. That's okay. Maybe less roll. And then let's make it so the Z is a purlin noise. Maybe the pitch can also be purlin noise. I'm curious about that one. Let's change the frequency. Let's change the frequency of the Z axis and let's see what happens. All right, here we go. All right, brace yourself. Get a puke bag if you need it. Or just look away. Here we go. All right, moment of truth. Okay, maybe, hold on, maybe sine wave actually for this. Also, is pitch the one that I'm thinking of? Yeah. Okay. Let me try that again. I'm gonna speed up time because I can't be waiting for this damn path to appear. Slow down, slow down. Guys, defuse the bomb. Is Z actually spawning as Z? Because it kind of looks like it's spawning forward. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't. It doesn't look like it's going Z axis. It kind of looks like it's going in like a random direction. Orient the shake towards the epicenter. What if we turn that off? Maybe that's the problem. Relax. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, whoa! Okay, alright, okay. Alright, okay. Change the, okay, so we changed, so the frequency is fine-ish. Maybe the amplitude should be much lower. I don't really like the pitch movement. What is this game about? It's a co-op survival horror, kind of friend slab kind of game. All of the players have to essentially keep track of a monster train and maintain it, feed the generator and stuff. There's a quota and whatnot. And you also have to fix things, or in this case also make sure that you don't go too fast over a bumpy road, which is what we're currently working on. Damn, it's bumpy. Damn it, bumpy. It do be bumpy though. It do be bumpy. I think the That's all right. Okay, just for science, what if we make the frequency 50? What if we make the frequency 50? For science. For science! It's kind of funny, but I could see people getting a headache from that, like myself included. In fact, I think I just got a migraine. Gonna be real, I think I just got a migraine. Okay, what about Perlin noise? Was that the intention? I guess that's what would happen with if your head shakes up and down. Tweaking the camera shake 50 times. I think at the end of the day, we just don't want it to be too much. I think that's just the reality of it is we don't want it to be too much. Okay, well, let's just do this then. This will be the hard version. Let's make a soft So this is the soft version. This means that you are going over top of it at the speed you need to. We're going to lower the frequency. We're going to turn off the X and Y shake. And we're going to lower the pitch. And the roll. I think this will be our way of determining if you're going over top of it at the right speed. So, do I keep track of the games? I don't. Okay, good. Well, great. Wait, I do. I literally do it right here. Why don't I just save that to a variable? Okay, so we need to get the game state reference here. And then in the game state, we can read from the state if you're going at the right speed. Hold on, I'm trying to. Hold on. Okay. All right. So okay, move this. Get up. Thank you. All right. So if this is going less than what was our safe space number? 50. Let's say 55. If you're at least going less than 55, or you know what? Let's say 0.6 because, yeah, for safety. If you're going less than 0.6, we're going to do the soft one. Otherwise, we do the very bumpy one. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Let's adjust the speed midway through so we can kind of see the difference. Okay, we want to change the amplitude as well. The frequency is good, the amplitude is the only problem now. Which I thought I changed. I did not. Okay, that looks good. I'm also thinking we used F interpolate for changing the speed. So you slow down basically at a curve. It basically slows down like this. I think it'd be a good idea if we do a constant interpolation. That would feel a lot more fair. So, although I guess that's kind of skill-based. If you want to speed up the train faster, you would slow it down to the lowest minimum and then bring it up to speed. Hey, hey, unintended mechanic possibly. You got to slow it down all the way and then bring it back up to 50. And then that way, maybe it should be a constant deceleration / acceleration. Whatever. All right, let's check out the sounds and then, or not sounds, looks, and then we will change then we'll do sound effects. Oh yeah, sound effects. That's the next part of the fun. Next part of the fun. Crank that fucker back, and then put it to 50. I think that's cool. That's cool. The only thing is we shouldn't do the thing often. It shouldn't happen often. Where that like bumpy path should occur, because otherwise players are gonna have to be at the front like 24/7, and I don't know if we want players to be at the front 24/7. You know what I mean? But I think that feels pretty good. Don't know what happened. Oh, this didn't get set to 0. That's fine. Alright, so let's see this again. Yeah, it's working. It's working, baby. I have an idea for the blinking. I have an idea for the blinking light. I have an idea for the blinking light. I have an idea for the blinking light. We make it so it goes faster if you're within the danger zone. However, if you are at the right speed, the blink speed will be much longer. Yes. Yes. Yes, man. Actually, let's do a select. So then that way we can just set as a... So this could be like 1.5. Yes, dude. Now we're talking. Hold on, let's see. Does it feel less menacing? Maybe blink yellow during mid-phase, red when you're about to enter the oopsie zone. We could. Yeah, maybe it could be different colors when it's blinking. Could be, definitely could be. All right, so with the train, this big horn sound should be way beefier, more like a ship horn. I know, this is just a temporary sound for now. This is a temporary sound for now. Okay, do I have the sound of going through rough terrain? Rough terrain. Maybe we can find a car driving through terrain. Vehicle, a vehicular sound, rocks, impact. No. Let's do, what would be a good term for that? Like shaky, like rattling. Like a bumpy road. What would the sound of like a bumpy road sound like? It'd be some sort of movement. Okay. I got a couple cool ones. I know you guys can't hear it. It's fine. Don't worry. We're almost there. What the hell is that? Whoa. Ooh, that's okay. I gotta show you guys this. You guys gotta hear this. This is sick. Wait, hold on, hold on. Wait. This is a cool ass sound. Listen to this. Listen to this. I don't think it would. I don't know if I would use this at all in here. But listen to this. Oh, that's a cool ass sound, dude. That's cool as fuck. God, that's cool as hell. Literally, I think it's just a guitar, but still. Could always use it as a layer sound. We definitely could do it as a layer sound. Do I use Boom Library? These are all Boom Library that I'm looking at right now. Oh, I swear I have a metal movement. I swear I know a metal movement noise that goes like. That'll be. What the hell? Is it not MVMT for movement? Oh fuck. Didn't. Oh, that's not it. Do they be really expensive though? I wouldn't say they're that expensive for what you get. You know what I mean? Like, I think you can get some really, really good stuff in here. Not metal rattling that I'm looking for. It's like metal sheet. Metal sheet. Some sort of metal sheet wobbling sound. Yeah? No? Yeah, some sort of metal vibrate would be great. I think we're going to be doing some Audacity for this, though. This will be used in here. So we have two layers that we need to do. The first initial layer, that's going to be just a normal vibration noise with some little wobbling noises. And then we need the damaging noise, where it's like you're going through at full speed. Okay. Now I need a vibration noise. Let's see. Loose metal vibrate rattle. Let me do vibration. You know what this makes me think of though? Now that we go into a vibrating area, wouldn't the items need to have vibrating noises? Fuck, dude. Wouldn't that be good if like a bunch of items also start making noises like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, hold on. I'm not finding anything in here. However, I have a pack of like damage sounds. We can also look at this one, which are more the impact noise. No. Riser, short, sub, swish, texture. Nah, man, I need like a vibrating noise. I need something vibrating. I think I have like a damage pack, and one of them might not be that bad. Hold on. No, this is what it would sound like if you were getting damaged. Okay, that can't. No, we can't do that. We can't. No, that one's that's yeah. Ooh, the sound of dust would be awesome. Yes, man. Yes, man. Listen, if it doesn't loop perfectly, who gives a fuck? Whatever. Friend slop. Did I not set the loop button? Oh, I didn't set the loop region. Actually, this would be a lot better with a much longer noise. That actually goes like this. Yeah. Yeah, One Time Daddy, how's it going? What are you working on? We're making it, well, at the high level, it's a co-op survival horror game where you're on a train, you gotta maintain it and make sure it runs properly and stuff like that. Kind of like a friend slop game kind of vibe. But right now, what we're doing is we're putting in like bumpy paths. So you have to like slow down the train or else things start breaking on the train and then you gotta repair it. So right now, I'm making sound effects for it. Okay, I don't like how it sounds when it's looping. Because you can also tell when it's looping. Hold on, let's do this. Okay, what if we do this? And then let's copy some sounds. Hold on, let's get the loop region. Extend it there. Here, I'll play what I'm doing right now to you guys. Let me save this actually. Train rot, bumpy path sounds. Okay. Let me also lower the volume for you guys, because it's probably gonna be pretty loud. We still need like a vibrating noise though. I can't find a vibrating noise. put this back on for you guys while I look through some stuff. Vibration noise, man. I don't know. Crash, debris, large metal, plastic, glass, junk, close. No, I don't think that. Yeah, I do have cinematics. Let me see. Let's see. Maybe I'll look at the base package. Let's see. Cinematic or designed. Let me go to the designed path. Distortion, eerie, ethereal, miscellaneous. Oh, rumbling. What Amanda's? Sorry for the backseating? No, no worries. Honestly, backseating is okay as long as it's like within reason, you know what I mean? Okay, these are not looping. I might be able to make it loop. As you can see. What would be the best way to make this loop? Like, what would be an easy way to just take this? How would I take this one region and make it loop? Let me also see maybe some of these other sound waves are a bit more looped. I don't think so. These are all like non-looping. The source, maybe there's some source stuff. Oh, my Windows Explorer is crashing. Love that, love that. How you doing today? I'm doing good, man. Ah, these sounds. Some of these sounds are awful. I don't think there's an easy way of looping that. We could fade them together, yes. We could fade them to like we could do something like this. Copy, paste. Oh right, you can't fade them together. Because I have to actually like physically go in. I think I have to select both these. Or no. Sorry, I have to do this. I have to go like this. What we could do is just delete that section, put this over here. And then I think we have to select this region. Do something like this. And then crossfade clips. Okay, we can do something like that. And then we can copy this again, paste it over here. Take this region, delete that region, put that there, and then crossfade that. Technically not correct though, because we have to get the beginning to really get this looping properly, but better than nothing, I guess. And then, yeah, that kind of worked because it's very similar amplitude. Although it doesn't sound looping because this beginning section is very low. So I actually think what we want to do is maybe some like this. And then I don't know if we can still crossfade that. Actually, no, we'll do something like that. And then we'd want to probably delete this region, so we kind of keep us similar. See? Okay, there's a little bit of a jump, and I think it's because this is a little louder than this one here. Let's redo that. Hold on, let's redo that. Let's keep the really loud regions. Keep the loud regions. Okay, that's when it fades out. Then what's going on with the music? Someone help? Who's summoning a demon? Then we'll fade this together. If you render out the final file, you can then process it again with a few stops to make it seamless. Yeah, true. What is repeat? Control R? Okay. I think because we're assuming that this sound effect is going to sound like it's below the train, I'm going to low pass these metal sounds. That's weird. It like created it created, I can't like select all these clips. Okay, fine. Let me low pass it a little bit more. Let's do 300. Here, I'll show you guys what it sounds like. Progress. All right, here's what it sounds like. I think the dust should also probably be low passed as well. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, this could be spawned underneath the train. So if you're inside, you hear a different version. Yeah, but then the rumbling might sound a bit weird. Or actually, maybe that might sound okay. But then if you're outside, you'll hear more noisy stuff. Actually, let's do that then. And then what we're probably going to do is actually also take the dust and do the same thing that we did here. Okay, not low pass. That's not what I meant to do. Crossfade, and then let's see what that sounds like now. Here, Ben. What we could do to stop that from happening. We take one clip. I imagine it could be very similar to like a modeling array. Okay, just come on, man. Paste this here. Paste this here. Use the same amount of selection. Control R. Can I take this selection? Can I take the duration of this? Please. Please. All right, fine. We'll just eyeball it. I should have probably marked where the beginning and the end would be. However, I can also eyeball that, I guess. It's this. It's not that. Whatever. Who cares? As long as it doesn't have that little clippy sound. Oof. I have a feeling that would appear in game. That sound. Oh, that's coming from the rumble, actually. That's not coming from the sand. If you take the file, split it in half, and put the first split at the end, and crossfade them, it should be seamless. Take the file, split it in half, put the first split at the end, then crossfade them. Much more finicky with the low bass rumble sounds to be seamless. So you're saying cut it in half. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. How do I create a split? Okay, no, split. Please. Split? What's the split button? Track? Split? I've done it with the control I, but that's to split. Split audio clip, split control I. That's literally, I literally use that. I can't move the, oh, yeah, I can. Okay. So hold on, let's see if that works now. You know what? It actually would be a smart idea if maybe the duration of the entire track was the actual duration of the loop. That would probably be quite helpful, huh? Wait, how am I gonna get the exact midpoint of this? Okay, hold on. Doesn't need to be exact. I guess that's right, because the duration would be the same. So let's do here. We'll put this bad boy here. Another thing I didn't consider, by the way, when we crossfade this, we're going to lose a little bit of duration on this. Still kind of sounds like there's a little cut. How can we possibly crossfade without also it does. I think it's just the sand that sounds off. Yeah, it's just the sand. You could also do this at the very end, so you design the sound how you want it, render that file and do the split method. I think that might be the play. We could do a lot more stuff at the very end. Like I can also just extend this and then just like use that and then kind of use that space to, yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out. I do think we need some more metal rumbling, so I do have some debris sounds that we could use. Miscellaneous car accident, crash into parking, car 01. Okay, well, let's not use that one. Bicycle crash 01? No, that's not the one I was looking for. I need I love the name of sound effects. All right, so let me just grab a different thing here. Metal small. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Let's calm it down a little bit. Calm it down. It's a little bit too much. Let me do wood. Actually, no, rocks. Yeah. Oh, yes. Put them in. Okay. We'll delete this. delete this, copy, paste. Oh man, I wish you could just do paste, kind of like in FL or whatever. We're just, please select the right point. Okay, no, don't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Perfect. Okay. Bumpy path sounds. Now, we need to render out, which is probably literally just going to be... I cannot wait until we put this in the game. You guys are not going to know what the fucking sound effects are, and you're going to hear everything in game. And I know it's... Okay, maybe not that one. Okay, maybe not this one. Not this one. All right, that's the one. I fucking love these sound effects. I love them so much. This is gonna be... Okay, this is gonna be its own sound effect. Let me see what it sounds like with it. All right. Okay, this is good. Okay, so I'm gonna take this part right here. And I'm gonna copy paste it 5 gajillion times. I love how every time you paste it, it gives it a new name. We have 01, 01.1, 01.1.1, 01.1.1.1. Now we'll do the split track trick. Let me move this over here actually, because technically this is going to be its own thing. So now we split over here. Then we move this at the beginning. And then I'm not able to, okay. Move this over here. Then we crossfade this. And then we can try to loop this real quick, although maybe we should not do that. Maybe this should be, maybe I should save this as a different project. Bumpy path sounds 2. And then we can delete the other sound effects. Okay. It would appear my scroll wheel is not actually technically at the edge of the screen because it just tabbed it out. That's really cool. And then this should be now beginning and end looped. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Okay, we can break up the looping sections with a different broken sound here. So we'll grab some pieces here. And we can just fade this in. And then fade that part out. I'm just making shit up as I go. And then we'll grab this part. Let me take a little bit more. We can fade it out. Okay, and then we'll take this part and fade this out. And then over here, we'll bring this in. And then in the other section, we'll bring this in. I think these are the 2 points. Shit, dude, that's fucking funny. If you were to take the time to learn a bit of Reaper, dude, I've been thinking about getting Reaper for sure. I also do have Ableton, so that was the thing that I was gonna end up using, but I just can't figure out Ableton. The UI and stuff is gonna take quite a bit. $60, I know. Let's make these low passed, so they kind of look like they're in the back. And then let's increase the volume of this a little bit. FL Studio is pretty chill. I also have an FL Studio license. I have FL and Ableton. Reaper has very few VSTs it comes with. I think the $60 version has a bunch of VSTs, right? I just have to learn what the little things are to get to a point where I want it with sound design, right? I feel like that's like a huge element of it is I look at like a, you know, I can take a bunch of little construction sounds, like just normal sound effects, just recorded raw. And it's just on a basis of getting to that point. And I think it's very similar to programming where it's like you come across challenges and then you learn how to like, you know, reuse it for other situations. And I think that's just through experience. And I just don't know enough of like the tools and utilities and how to like get from point A to point B, which is why it's a job. That's why it's a whole ass position. All right, so this is the shit is breaking loop. Shit is breaking. Train bumpy path damaging loop. Okay, now let me open up the other file. And then delete this one. And then the other one that we just did is already loop. Oh my god, the loop path isn't here anymore. My loop path, I guess that doesn't matter because technically I'm just gonna change it anyway. So let's go ahead and just delete this, delete that. Not me, I come across challenges and yeet my project. It's all about finding those moments where you get into a challenge and going through it, man. So this is the bass loop. Mixed down and extended as one stereo, that's fine. It would be sick if we could turn this into a an ambisonic sound. I forgot what it's called. The sound effect that has multiple fucking directions. That would be so sick because I think that could be cool. But hey, whatever. Well, whatever. You know what kind of sucks though is the bumpy path needs to do something similar to the instancing, which is the audio gameplay volume. Luckily, I think we can probably just reuse it. This is the tunnel interior ambience. Oh, it's actually no, I'm wrong. It's just a construction script that scales it to the instances, to the instance. Right. We can reuse this. Actually, we can indeed reuse this. Although I don't think we can use spatialization for it. For spatialization to work. I kind of want spatialization to work though. Okay. Let's see what we can do though. It's fine. I don't know if audio gameplay volume is even doing anything right now. I literally don't think it... Oh, it is. I think it's activating the reverb volume. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the... This is going to be the bumpy sound. Meta sound, bumpy sound. And we want this to be the... Well, we got to make the sound effect first. But let me put back in the construction script for this, so that it can scale itself the bounds that we need it at. So that would be all of this shit and all of this shit. Bumpy sound. Okay, and then bumpy sound. And then the Z is using the actor location Z, which is good actually. And then what I'm going to do for the bumpy sound is we're going to reduce the Z axis. Actually, are we? I am very curious if spatialization could work, but I don't think it would. I think what we'd have to do is change the Z location of the... Oh, God. We'd have to change the Z location of this attenuation as we go through. Which we can. Like, it's not a problem, but... Whatever. Let's just start with this for now, and then we can figure out the rest of it. Ideally, I was thinking it'd be really cool if it was actually just an ambient sound, and that way, like, if you're outside, you hear something... You hear way worse sound effects, whereas if you're inside of the train, it's not as bad, but... Oh, well, whatever. Well, whatever. Okay, so now we got to put the sound in, the sounds. Let's get the, I think we had them exported, so that's fine. Oh, one of them wasn't looping properly. Whatever, just put it in, fuck it. We'll fix it after. I just want to get this in first, get it working, and then we can re-import. Very easy to just re-import. We are going to do this in meta sound, and the reason for that is we could probably do a lot of cool stuff with it. And now I got to figure out how to play an additional sound if based on a parameter. I don't know how to do that. Okay, this is pitch shift 0, looping yes, loop duration -1, random floats. We don't need these random floats. Why did I copy this damn sound effect? This shit's like annoying. Okay, out left, out right. Parameter. Maybe we can make it loop, but it doesn't add to the out left or out right. Unless... Aha, perfect. Actually, this is perfect for us. This is exactly what I want. Wait a second. Why is this starting so delayed? Oh, I only exported... Oh. I only exported the selected audio. Whoopsies. Damaging loop? Okay. All right. I was wondering. It's supposed to be a lot more chaotic. Yeah, that was supposed to be a lot. Hold on. Watch this. Watch. Look at the frequencies. Watch this re-import. Okay, good. So now now what we need to do is in the gain, we need to make this a... We need to turn it into a parameter, which I think graph input should be fine. Not dynamically updated at runtime. Okay, we don't want that. So if I reduce this, all right, we're in. All right. All right, gain 1, damage input. I believe I should be able to modify this from the thing. I'm trying to think. Hold on, please. From the thing. Doppler effect? No, probably not. That wouldn't make sense, I think. I don't know if that would make sense. Then we do want the bumpy path loop. Ideally, we should probably check on tick if that thing should be in there. Can we make this input interpolate, by the way, within the sound effect? Yes, we can. Oh, dude. Meta sound? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Okay. I like that because we're going to be setting it every second. We're going to be checking if it should be playing one or the other. So I don't want to have to interpolate it on tick when instead I could just do this. Set input, set parameter. I don't know if I can... Okay, hold on. Let me set UE5 set meta sound parameter in Blueprint. Images. I just need to see the node. Set float parameter. I believe this is a float. This is a float parameter. Set float. That's PCG, audio. It's set float parameter, but it's like a message. Is it this one? It's got multiple executions, which is very interesting. Let me try this, set float. We have 2 set float parameters. Let's do this one because I'm noticing there's one tutorial saying this one. Unless this person's having an issue. Okay, this should be fine. Is this song from Dispatch? I think so. Yeah. Dispatch has some really awesome music. In name is damage input. Basically, all we need to check in here is, are we going less than 0.6? This would be a lot easier if I did this differently, but I'm just lazy right now, so we're just going to do this. Look at this. We got a huge line. Okay, moment of truth. Does the sound effect play now? We need to turn off the music for this one. All right. I forgot I have to change the size of the thing. Oh, it's not looping. Apparently. All right. Turn the music back on. Why is it not looping? It's either that or the size is incorrect. Oh, yeah, not actor location. Whoopsies. We want to get location of this. Let me actually check it through here. Okay. It's setting it at the very beginning of the thing rather than the instance mesh. Why? Distance multiplied by 0.5. Instance count. Makes sense. The instance count is the amount of times we need to multiply by the distance. Then it's halving it. The Y and the Z stays the same. The world location. So hold on. Let me just get this in here first. Weirdly enough, that's in the wrong spot. Because the world location of this is definitely in a very different place. What? Get world location of instance static mesh. It's placing it there for some reason, but it actually should be placing it at least here. The center of it should be right over there. And then if I cut this, what happens? Huh. Weird stuff. It's not doing what I want it to do. Is it possible that it's not working because... Oh, wait. What if I just attach this to the thing? There we go. Now it's doing what I want it to do. Okay, so this should be, I think, in the Y. There we go. I don't know why it needed to be attached to the object. It's kind of weird. The beginning and the end sounds. I think we need to change the fall off. The fall off attenuation, fall off distance. Let's do like 1500. I feel like it should be pretty instant because it indicates of like when you're entering it. So maybe 1000. Maybe 1250 could be a good number. Okay. That should be more correct. All right. Let's give it a look-see. How long have we streamed for? 3 hours? I think this is a pretty good time. We're making good time. We're making good time. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. I'm fucking dying. I got a Chick-fil-A sandwich waiting for me. Hold. Hold. We should hear both the normal sound and damaging sound. Wait, it is being affected by, even though there's no spatialization, it is being affected by the ambience. It's being affected because it's like a lot more, softer in here. Although I wish I could, like, still have some of the sound effect play through, though. Oh, fuck. Can I control the... Can I control the ambient volume? Can I please control the ambient volume from here? No. Oh, no. Guys, I don't think this should be ambient. I think, God, it'd be so good if it was, though. We would need 2 separate sound effects for this. Unless I can I don't think you can specifically set a sound class to just one. Oh, I wish you could. What is this actually called? I know it's a sound class, but is there a specific? No, it's just sound class. Damn, man. Whether the interior exterior volume and LPF modifiers should be applied. Maybe I can search up LPF. Oh, that's the low pass filter though. Shit. I could manually low pass it, but then that's psychotic. Well, we could. No, I can't. Let's see what it sounds like on the master class. Let's just see what it sounds like on the master class. And if it sounds good, cool. Then we don't have to fix the problem. How much you know about animations, the basics in UE? I'd say it, like animation blueprint wise, like making systems. I've made a bunch of like animation blueprint system stuff. I wouldn't say I'm a professional at it though. But that being said, I would say I'm not a professional at many things. All right, let's see what this sounds like. I think we just keep that. Honestly, I think we just keep that. I think we just... Oh, okay. You know what? Fuck it. Just whatever. Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. I was hoping we could do spatialization so it sounds like it's coming from below the train, but fuck it. We'll just whatever. Just leave it in. It's just... Just leave it in. It's fine. It's great. Oh my god. My AI's a moonwalking. I made the play rate 2x and it matches now. It doesn't look that bad to be fair, but I feel like there's a better way to do it. That's just the way you do it, man. You match the feet moving to the speed, and that's the easy way of doing it. The hard way would be doing math and shit. Who gives a fuck about that? If it works, right? That's basically how I do it. Sometimes I just take an animation and I just adjust the speed of it. So that it works for the actual movement speed. If it works, man. Listen, just follow that motto. If it works, it works. If it works, it works. If it looks good, see the problem with speeding up or slowing down sometimes animations is you end up losing the vibe or mood that you wanted, and then that's a harder issue, right? It just means you got to select a different sound effect or maybe adjust the speed to complement the animation, but then that's not very good because then you're changing your gameplay because of, you know what I mean? So I'd say if it looks good, you're fine. All right, I love this. Dude, this sound effect is fucking chaotic. Okay, let's see if it works properly when we approach it at low speed. At the lowish speed. Crank it. The Sufaris use root motion? Yeah, we do. I kind of wish the... Okay, let's change the fall off again. The fall off being so large, I feel like is weird. Okay, what does it sound like though if we are in a train car when passing over the bumpy path? Don't ignore that. That was a random explosion. Kind of anticlimactic. Doesn't last very long. But the problem is I don't want to make the bumpy path too long because then when you're going really slow, it just feels really annoying because then you're going so slowly through it and it takes forever. So maybe we make the minimum speed that you need to go to higher? So then that way you can go through it faster? Instead of 0.6, maybe we do like 0.7? Like, it sounds cool, it just happens, it's such a short little moment, and the amount of chaos going on, it sounds so weird when we're going through it so fast. Maybe when you're going through a bumpy path, the speed automatically, like, goes down on its own. Not low enough that you save the train, but slow enough that we go through it a little bit longer without extending the duration of it. Hey. Must feel good progressing this much and building your game. It feels like it's in a really good spot right now. Like, it's feeling like it's really good. Like, adding this whole speed thing feels fun. Adding this cool, like, the little things, the horn. It just, I feel like it just, sauce. Sauce. Oh, wait, hold on. I feel like it adds to the chaos of the game, which I think, honestly, at its core, it's about chaos. It just seems so weird how it's just, well, here we are. All right, now we're out. I don't know. Maybe we increase the fall off. I really do think it'd be good if you're going through it at full speed. We lower the speed a little bit. But annoying thing right now that we're doing now is we have this. It would be really cool to lower the speed if you go into a bumpy area though. But then the problem is let's try this. Let me try this. I don't know if this will work. It might. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Oh no, this is for the player pawn. Uh-oh. I think both of these should technically be in different areas. Okay, let's try that. So the train speed will lower down to 0.8 or 80% speed when we end up in the bumpy area. It'll end up being the max speed. I don't know how it's going to work with the lever because the lever is going to be trying to counteract the speed. I think that's good. However, the sound does not match the vibration. The vibration's happening longer. So I think... Why is the vibration happening longer? Wait, hello? Hello, what's going on? Hello? Oh, there's an 800 by 800. Oh, there's a little bit of like a continuation. Let me reduce that. And then let me also change the construction script so the sound effect maybe is a little bit farther. We have a times 1.1 here. Let's times it 1.1 or 1.0, 1.1. Maybe 1.15. Okay, so that becomes the thing, but then we have a fall off zone of when it begins. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And then maybe we just increase the distance. It doesn't make sense that this begins, like, this should begin later, but then end later. So maybe we add... I should be able to add some units to this. 200 units. Okay, we could do that. So I'll do plus 600. Maybe even plus 800. And I think that'll make a lot more sense for what we're trying to do. Remember when you had to restart the editor because your frame started dropping? Is this actually normal or is my code shit? Your code might be... you might have a problem. Your danger light would be activating right now if you had one. I would profile it. baby! With what? I don't know. First check if it's a GPU or CPU issue, so you're going to want to use stat unit. Determine which one has a higher milliseconds. Then from there... Then from there, then stuff. I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy for this right now, okay? You kidding me right now? You're asking the wrong guy. I haven't done profiling in a while. It's been a hot minute. All right, this feels really good. So now we just need to start damaging random parts of the train. But I think I will do that off stream, I think. I think I'll do that off stream, chat. Because... my frame in game is higher than GPU time, so CPU, probably CPU. Okay, then let's try it going through at the low speed. Again, last time. I really wish it was like more spatialized and stuff, but whatever. It sounds funny, right? I think it's funny. Although I think we're gonna need to do some work on it. Crank it. It would make so much more sense if it was spatialized. But we can't... I'd have to make it so we set the location of the thing following the player character, and I don't really know how to do that. I wish you could manually spatialize something. God, that would be so sick. Manually spatialize, like... keep the same fading distance and the same actor location, but spatialize it and keep the route at a specific location. You guys know what I'm talking about? Along, like, a path or something? That'd be sick. That would be very cool. That would be very cool. Because spatialization is always panning based on the center point of where the object is, but I wish I could change. I wish I could change the stuff. You know, I wish I could change that. Unfortunately, we don't got any of that. Attenuation, I think spatialization would be really good here to make it sound like it's coming from the bottom of the train. Yeah. Let me try ambience again. And ambience kind of sucks because I'm forced to conform to the sound effects that are on I don't know, maybe I could change the system because we do dynamically change the values of the ambient volume. It just kind of sucks, and then you go outside and all shit's going loose. I like it. It's just the ambient volume really messes it up. Maybe we like change the value if you're going through like a bumpy road, but then that might sound really weird. I wish you could change sound effect parameters. Like I wish you could, maybe you can. Like maybe you can, I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe there's a way of doing that. Changing specific sound effects and how they're affected by ambient volumes. It's just annoying. You literally just you literally can only do ambient volumes. Like you could just set one boolean and you can't like modify the rest of it. Like that, come on. Let me see if I can maybe search something up. Set per sound. Really? God, I wish there was more like control with that. I feel like that shit's so limiting. It's either everything gets muffled or not, and there's no like there's no way for me to like control it myself, which really sucks. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. See you guys on Monday. I'm gonna work on the video. And then I'll probably work on making it so this stuff actually damages the train when you're going through it. So that'll be like step 2. Yeah. Step 2, damaging the train. Yeah. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for lurking, chatting, and sticking around. I always appreciate it. You taking your time here. I'm gonna go eat not eat myself. I'm gonna go eat me. I'm gonna go eat a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Okay. All right. Great. Thanks. All right. Goodbye. See you.